Hello, I'd like to welcome all to Unturned, where today we're going to look at what your priorities are going to be once you've started your Unturned. So you watched a couple of Let's Plays, you've seen a couple of people do a couple of things, so you decided to buy the game and get nuts. Well, not buy it, the game is technically free, you only need to pay for the gold edition. I don't know, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. First priority will be to find the weapon. This is vital to your adventure. Your second priority will not be food or water. Those are actually later priorities. Your first priority is to acquire something to carry lots of things with. Because there's one thing that will happen in your Unturned adventure. It will be that your inventory gets full of things. But if you do require food, you can eat any berries that aren't red or purple. If they've got red in them, they're bad. Pale berries, blueberries, green berries, and pink berries are perfectly fine. In fact, I would recommend eating the green or the pink because they do not give you hallucinations. But red and purple, if you need to, you may consume them, but they will give you a large degree of sickness, with red being worse than purple. They will give you more sickness than zombies, which is really bad. So, oh cool. It never hurts to pick up one of those. So no weapons yet, that's kind of sad. Always aim for the head. The damage multiplier for the body is really, really bad. You might think, well, I'll do one time damage. No. You do 60%. You do 150% against the head. So there's a huge difference between headshots and body shots. So always go for those headshots. Doesn't matter what you're using or who you are, headshots are key. Now, berries. You picked a couple up, you think you're feeling smart. These heal 10 hunger and 5 thirst. Thirst is probably a bigger concern since it's more difficult to find, you know, just liquids in general are harder to find. Oh, it's pink berries. If you manage to find a rock for some reason, I don't think you will. Rocks are great ways of grinding up berries to make some basic medical supplies, but that's something else. Well, we found a weapon. This does a little bit more damage than our hand will do, which is, I guess, alright. So now that you have a weapon of some description, you have something else than your fist, you can at least whack a zombie with it, you're going to need a backpack. The reason the backpack stands higher than any sort of food or medication is quite simple. You can't carry a lot. You can only carry 5 kilograms. Well, the weight limit isn't the big one. Like, unless you're carrying particularly heavy things. Really? I remember that the fist did more whatever. What matters is, and this should not be a surprise, is that the slots are the biggest concern. Unless you're gathering a lot of the same item, you really don't care too much about, you know, how much it weighs. Unless you're planning to carry some of the heavier weapons in the game, you're likely not gonna, because you're not in the position to go into a military base as of right now. You're watching this video. You are not the kind of guy who can handle that kind of problem. Your best way to fight zombies, as I said, is headshots. Anything is headshots. Just always go for headshots. Doesn't matter what it is. The heads are relatively well sized. It shouldn't be too hard. Just keep your aim steady, and you'll be fine. Oh, you know, just to demonstrate how much worse body shots are, I'm gonna kill one of my body shots, and you're gonna see, and you're gonna be like, wow, I don't think I can play this game if this is how the damage goes. That took a while, didn't it? That took a good while. Now, you might say, what do I spend my money on first? You spend it on 2 things. You spend it on this, and if you want, you can spend it on this, but Warrior's probably better. You're probably not going to be shooting a lot of guns up close, kiddo, so don't think you're going to be cool if you do. Other good skills to spend on is Sneaky Beaky. Sneaky Beaky is really... I don't really notice Sneaky Beaky all that much unless you get to the higher levels, but overall it's a great way to, you know, make sure that you don't get too many zombies at once, and that can be a pain. I think these lying down zombies are actually faster than the standing up zombies, which might actually be a bug in the code since that doesn't make any sense. And sometimes zombies spawn 2 in 1, which tends to happen in servers more than anything else. If you are on a server... Gotta run. I need some rags. I need clothes. Luckily, we can find some clothes. So I got hurt, and I got sickness. Sickness is a long-term concern. You can cure your health relatively easily if you can find, you know, just a place. Okay, now I'm red. Now stuff's starting to look bad. If I can get a gun, that'd be amazing. Wow, the drops are shit today. Which is good, because it helps me demonstrate the difficult side of things. Yeah, I'm getting very suspiciously bad loot today. It might be the environment, but I remember better than this. Let's go for some warrior. We need to toughen up. We need to toughen up. We need to deal more damage. We need to go for it. I'm going to eat one of these berries, because that's healthy. I'm going to eat some more berries. Now, the way that warrior works is actually quite simple. Warrior increases your damage by sort of, it's a baby multiplier. It decreases your damage by a set percentage. It is based around like tenths. You get 10% more damage, 10% less damage taken, that sort of stuff, you know? But it's only melee. I don't think it matters all that much that it's melee. Since, yeah, if you take a headshot, you're probably dealing with someone who can kill you anyway. Like, zombies do not have ranged weapons. I'm in such a bad position, but again, bad drops lead to bad circumstances. If I could pick up the medical kit, that'd be great. Oh. Yeah, I can see again. Medical kits are great. They restore some of your sickness. They restore some of your health. And I found some adrenaline, which I kind of want to pick up. Blueberries, I'll drop them. Hey, some bandages. Now, you see all this moldy food? Don't pick it up. Don't touch it. Just don't touch it. Let's drop the red dot. I don't need a red dot. We're quite the distance from civilization, and since no cars have decided to spawn, I'll see you when I reach civilization. And we'll see if we can get some better loot, because this is a kind of a crummy spot. Normally the tower or the houses have at least a few things that are worth looking out for, but it seems that today is not my day. I'll see you somewhere less interesting. If you're curious what the adrenaline will do, it'll restore your stamina. And it's really good at doing that. Probably should have put a couple of points. Yeah, wouldn't have been a bad thing to upgrade my endurance. When your endurance is maxed, jumps and power attacks no longer cost energy. I'll tell you what power attacks is once I have a weapon that can do them. Is that a building? That is a building. We have oh, shit, I just remembered. We're going to get a very harsh lesson in military zombies. There are 3 types of zombies. There's civilians, who are basically pudding. You've got military ones, which will kick your ass if you're unprepared. And you got civil security. I don't think the civil ones, which are like policemen, firemen, I don't think they're stronger. I don't know. They often seem to take a couple more hits than usual. Anyway, this is a crappy town, because the good building is actually blocked off by barricades. And it is empty. It's not barricaded by a player, it's just empty. I don't think... okay, so here's something that you probably didn't even know. Very, very rarely zombies drop things. It's so rare that I don't think it's something you should put your money on. It's just... The drop rate is insanely low. And even on gold servers, you're probably not going to get anything, which is sad. Because most zombies drop really good items. That are, at the very least, something you'll want to look at. Oh, we've reached the city. Time to start duking it out. If I could get a car with fuel in it, that would be amazing. What is this guy's problem, and why is he so goddamn slow? I was so lucky with a medical kit, though. Normally you want to hang on to medical kits and those kinds of supplies. They're very good. Anything that reduces sickness, you want to optimize your use. I don't know the exact percentages. I'm not that far along yet, but... some canned cola. Guess we'll have a drink. So your first time, you want to take it easy. There's a few locations you can go that are... I don't know. There's lots of towns. Just find a road. The game's road structure is relatively simple. There is one single main road. Oh, cheater, little fuck. There's one main road. Along those main roads are T-sections. Each T-section leads to a location. So as long as you follow the main road, you'll eventually end up somewhere. I think this is one of the few towns that's along... This and Alberton are the only towns that are adjacent to a road going places. But even this one's, like, minimal. Well, at least we found some clothes. I could turn those into equipment. But as it stands, it would be nice to have some pants. Would be really nice to have some pants. We still haven't found a weapon. We still haven't found any... Oh, my God. 2 ground ones. Great. Really fucking love it. What is their AI doing? What are you doing, AI? Why does he go... Why does he keep... Here, follow me, please. Stop. Oh my God, I hate this so much. This is not essential. Are they borked? Did I break them? No, there they are. They are borked as fuck. Let's use a bandage. So, you can turn almost any of these 2 items into cloth. You can turn cloth into rags. Which is good. Because rags and all that stuff will heal you. Well, our weapon-related problems are permanently solved. The katana is one of the higher-tier weapons in the game, in terms of melee efficiency. You will chop up zombies faster with this than you can count to 10. I think I'm feeling tough and rough and tumbly enough. 1 power attack will chop them up. Now, until you max your endurance out, that's going to cost you some energy, so be careful and don't rely too much. You want to make sure that you keep it up. Here, come over here, you son of a gun. Another katana. Neat. Okay, okay, I can't pick that up yet. We got some painkillers. Let's drink some painkillers. Because I know those restore about 30, which means that we will not max out. When you're starting, you never want to max out. You always want to... There are no cars. There is nothing. There's 1 car, but it's half busted. I think... no, I'm not gonna do that. That's... a Magnum. Picking up a gun would not be a horrible idea. How many bullets? 1. We saw a Winchester clip. This uses... So with T, you can check what kind of ammunition you need for your weapons. It's always worth checking. Though note, weapons are obscenely loud. You will attract every zombie in the neighborhood. And we have found a backpack. Slip that on, and look at that. We've got a cozy condo tonight. Now we can pick up some actual supplies and start stockpiling. Magic cloak. Excellent. Look at that. I'm like Harry Potter. Away. Away, I say. If you want to attract zombies, feel free to use this. It's a great way to get some attention. Now, zombies don't move. Zombies will stay wherever they are. So, if you just stand still, you won't attract them. Canteen. You should always pick up. If you find a canteen, pick it up. It doesn't matter. Canteens can be refilled at any body of water and will restore 25 thirst. So now you have a canteen, which is pretty much your second priority. What if you don't find a canteen? Well, I think if we can find a bottle of moldy water, that'd be great. If you can find some purification pills, you can turn those into bottles of water. Mix those with cans, and you get some good stuff. Anyway, let's go see if we can find something else. I keep forgetting I need energy to jump. I'm so used to having a maxed out character. Apple juice box, that's 10 thirst. I guess we'll chug that. It's never a reason not to drink if you know that it's not going to max you up. 5% fuel. 5% fuel! Someone is taking a dump on my mood tonight. You know what? We'll see where it takes us. Over there's a beach, by the way. It's nothing worth going to. Right mouse button turns on the lights. Left mouse button attracts every zombie in a 5-mile radius. Cars have different fuel containers, so some will run out of percentages quicker than others. And as you can see, this car is smoking, which means it's not in the greatest condition. There's the Kensington campground, if I remember. We'll go over there. Let's get some damn more endurance. Yeah! So your first day is going to be a tough one. You're going to want to get some experience. So you should always kill some zombies. Until you've gotten some skills that you feel safe about, you've got to smack them down. And it's going to be a while until you can settle down. You're going to need an axe and a bunch of scrap metal. Well, you don't need the scrap metal. An axe is enough. You mostly need wood for things. But if you can get one, a pickaxe is nice because you can get scrap metals and bolts and nails and all that sort of stuff. Man, it is dark. Now we're going to apply some applied zombie eugenics. Look at that bonus damage. Together with my warrior skill, I deal just enough to knock out 100 health. Now zombies, if I remember, will only make noise if they see you. Pick up some cloves. We'll turn those into things, but first, I do not like this. Here's some buckshot. Buckshot's relatively light. Most shotguns do not have clips and are very easy to reload, so if you can find your hands on a shotgun, just remember one thing, they are heavy. Another canteen? I guess I could siphon that, but I don't feel like it. If I could find a gas can, that'd be a blessing in disguise, too. Nuts. You don't care too much about those things for a while. This is a map. The map in this game is remarkably useful. As you can see, we're at the Kensington campground. We just... Where the hell did you come from? Normally that doesn't happen all that much. It's confusing me. Ah, an axe! Now, if you come across... If you happen upon the humble axe. Also, by the way, combining rags into bandages and then into dressing doesn't actually make them stronger, so you can just hold on to whatever you want. The humble axe is a great melee weapon. It has range, it does enough damage to headshot them with a power attack, right mouse button. So they're really good weapons if you need to improvise. I would recommend the katana for its speed, if anything. Katana's a good slashy weapon. Probably top tier next to the sledgehammer. The sledgehammer will one-shot a vast majority of creatures and zombies along your path. But this is still just small talk. We're gonna go to that little town you saw over there, just to the east, Charlottetown. So, Charlottetown. It will have police zombies, which will probably mean we'll get some guns. If you're going to play this game, I would just strongly suggest you go to one of the bigger cities and get yourself some medical supplies. Just get yourself set up. Don't forget my tips. Go for the headshots. If you don't want to go places, a good tip is always go for the head. Just... Oh, cool. The lights actually go off when you do that. Well, anyway, that took us someplace, I guess. Can't up my warrior. So you want to get craftsman very quickly if you want to set yourself up. You need craftsman because craftsman lets you construct crates and then chests and safes, and you'll need those. If you're multiplayer, you want to get some safes. Safes are good. Safes keep your items safe. Chests will let you store a lot of goodies. 6 items out of your backpack and into storage is very good, considering you probably don't need them. And now that we're well stocked and ready to go, we're ready to whack our way in. We'll keep our eyes and ears open. Whenever you hear that, it means a zombie's seen you. Zombies will always make the stupid little noise whenever they've picked you up. So it's basically a radar, a one-time radar, and then you have to hope that the sound continues to play. We've already taken out a sizable portion of this part of town. What's a canned cola? So let's say you're looking to settle down a bit. You want to set up shop, feel safe and secure. Yeah, these guys must have more health, or else I would have one-shot him. Let's say you want to set up shop. You want to pick up these moldy fruits and vegetables. Then you want to consume them in your crafting menu. So you pick them up, you put them in your crafting slot, and then you get a seed. And every non-moldy fruit, aka the ones you will grow, will give you 2 seeds, so you can very quickly expand your farmland, which is good. You can also use cloth, but you'll need a handsaw to make greenhouses, which are really fast at producing crops. If you're starting on easy mode, you'll start with some food items and all that stuff. You'll have something to start with. If you're very insecure about being able to collect goods early on, you should probably go for it. Now we have a real gun. It's an outfield, though. I do not have bonjour ammo. Fruits you find are always moldy. Let's see if we can attract some attention. Due to the simplicity of the enemy AI, you can line them up real nice for the butcher. Ah, he hit himself with his camo hat. What a clever little guy. Lots of buckshot. Still no weapon to fire any buckshot with, though. Ah, bonjour clip. Baseball bat, also a very good weapon. For some reason inflicts slashing damage, which I know it's kind of weird. Okay, we still don't have anything. I want to get rid of that moldy bottle of water, but I still want to demonstrate my point. A chef's shirt. Oh, I guess we can... No, you want to drop something with this least stack, because every item doesn't fall in a stack. They'll fall in, like, their own little lump of things. So, the fire department, very good place for things like the fire axe, which is a better axe. You're likely to find torches and hand lamps. If I remember, the fire axe is actually lighter. It is. That's going to help us. Like I said, it's not our primary concern to get light stuff, but hey. The hand lamp has a major benefit. It's brighter. Ah, look, the pharmacy. I knew there was one here. Look at that. Look at this. Getting the good stuff now. No. Bad. Okay, armor. Armor is good. Armor will reduce your damage by a set percentage, but it weighs a metric fuck ton. And it also occupies this chest slot like that does. This is civilian ammo. Now I'm going to pick up this Colt for a good reason. Colts take only one civil... Oh, this is a Beretta. Oh, yeah. That's even better. That's a smack ton better. Let's see if we... Let's raid the pharmacy so I can... No. You know what? Let's drop this. Pick up this. This stuff you want to combine with an empty clip. I don't have an empty clip. I just have a filled clip. So what I'll do is I'll take this, pop it out, and sometimes it falls on the floor, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on if there's anything in it. If there's nothing in it, it will drop. See? You fill it, you reload it, and now I've got a full clip. That's how those ammo boxes work. Oh, another level magazine. I'm fine with what I have. I don't need too many bullets for this thing. Ah, the safety's on. I hate it when the safety's on. You'll find most weapons that have a safety on it will have it on once you find them. See? You just line them up for the slaughter. And what you end up with is a whole bunch of dead zombies. Always make sure to stand towards the door. We've learned our lesson. How much is in this? 11. I'll just pop it out. I'm just popping it out. How much is in this? Nothing. It's empty. Great. Painkillers, vitamins. I could use those vitamins. Give me them vitamins. 30% disease drop. Oh, yes! Purification! Now we can make a canteen. You put this with some moldy. This only works with liquids, by the way. Only works with moldy water, orange juice, and you can make a canteen. It comes pre-filled. So let's have ourselves a sip with our freshly made canteen. And then we're going to drop it because I already have one. And you really only need one canteen because, as I said, you can refill it at any source of water. Another thing to look out for is duct tape. I'll tell you why you want to look out for duct tape. If you have a torch, you can mix it with duct tape to make a tactical light. This is super useful because tactical lights can be stuck on certain weapons. Oh, yes, a travel pack. Backpacks also weigh nothing for some reason. I don't know why. They just don't. We'll pop this puppy on. Oh, look at that. We got a whole new row of stuff to concern ourselves with. We got a gas can. Got a sledgehammer. I don't care about that because I have my katana. Sledgehammers are great. Good reach, good everything. It's just very few reasons not to pick it up. Now we can make it. We'll put this together with this. Was it a hand lamp? Might have been a hand lamp you needed then. Potato chips. Let's eat ourselves some potatoes. Every gas can you will find is full. From the beginning, your gas cans are full. What you want to do is you want to take that gas can and shove it up a car. Then you would equip it. So you want to put it in your hotbar. Now it's empty. You might think, why would you give me an empty gas can? Where the hell do I refill it? You can refill your gas can at these points or at these points. You just click it. And now you have a full one. You can do that as much as you want. Which means that effectively there's infinite fuel on any map. And that's great, because it helps you survive to have a vehicle. A quick escape route. I still haven't found a shotgun, and I keep gathering this stuff. Am I really that hopeful? Scrap metal, not too important. Wooden shutter? You don't want to care about that. It says wooden. It's probably uninteresting for you as of right now. Let's see if we can get any skills up. Ooh, we got 100. Let's buy some warrior. And some survival. Like I said, sickness isn't your major concern. It rarely will be, actually. Oh yeah, we should raid the pharmacy, wouldn't we? This is food. Oh, we haven't checked this shop. Canned vegetables. Moldy corn. Moldy tomato. That's pretty crap. But again, I don't care. I have my canteen. I can get whatever I need. Morphine. If you break your legs because you decided to take a tumble down the stairs, morphine will cure that really quick, which is good. Got some painkillers. Let's sculpt the painkillers. We were in a bit of a pickle. Morphine also restores 10% health in case you really need some health right now. We'll take the van. I like the van. It looks cool. Take the van. We'll take our thing. And we'll fill her up. Oh yeah, due to a new update, you can now siphon gas from automobiles. So the way that works is that as long as a vehicle has what constitutes as the fuel amounts within one can, you can take the gas out. It's funny, isn't it? I don't see much use in this, because when you care about that, you are not in the position to pick your vehicle. You should take what you can find. I'm going to show you something, so I'm going to use this device for a bit, so I can show you another trick that might be useful. If you want more clips, don't pull off this trick. If you do if you want more clips, don't do this. Because the reload technique I'm about to show you that will refill your clips is going to cost you a clip, because it will craft one. The game only allows for one craft output, meaning that you cannot produce multiple different items at once. Which is absolute shit, because it drastically limits what you can do. I've gotten some shitty drops. You'll usually find something in a city that helps you out. As of right now, I'm about ready to actually start chopping some woods, Plant some seeds, maybe get a greenhouse going. Not that though. I don't have enough cloth and I don't have a handsaw. You want to get a handsaw though. Handsaws will let you turn boards into sticks, and sticks are a pain to get. So that's something to remember. Carjack is funny because it lets you pull off a trick. The carjack, for whatever reason, is just a tool that lets you flip a car. That's literally all it does, is it flips a car upside down. How much fuel's in this puppy? 50. Let's pump it up a bit more. Get it? Pump it up. Gas. Ha ha. Joke. I think that it doesn't matter. Can I drive backwards? Thank you. It doesn't matter if you turn on the lights or not in terms of zombie detection, because your car is loud. You don't care about that. Another quick tip. If you don't want to travel at night, the game keeps track of time based on your system clock. If you just stop playing for a bit and then come back later, you can just look around. You can just go. You can go. You can sit through the night just sitting at your computer waiting for it to pass, and it will pass. And eventually you'll end up with day because the computer oh, a generator, that's pretty good. Some pants. Could use some pants. Could use some canned vegetables in my tummies. Canned soup is great because it restores both things. Let's craft this into that. And we have some more cloth. Ah, yeah, look at that cloth. I'm going to show you a place that's probably one of the better places to set up your base early on. The farms. The farms are relatively calm. There's not a lot of zombies. You can plant your seeds. Zombies will try to destroy your crops. This is important because you don't want to start your game and immediately have to defend your crops. This will damage your vehicle. As you can see, whoever drove that thing probably broke it. But here's the main reason to go to one of these places. I forgot to show you. You can combine 2 clips to combine their ammo. If, due to the circumstances, you have a surplus of clips. For example, you have a 7-bullet Swift magazine and a 6-bullet. No. How to put this? You have a 3-bullet and you have a 6-bullet, and you combine them. You'll end up with one with 7 and one with 2, which is really neat because it means you don't waste all your fucking bullets. You know what I think this game should do? It should pick up that style that Shadow Warrior uses, where things are built out of voxels. So one of the reasons you want to go to one of these places is because these are wells. And like any water supply, you can pick up some water at a well, which is understandable. Also, that's a cabbage seed. Cabbage is the best vegetable to grow. It is tiny. You can fit a lot of cabbage in one particular area. I think I'm going to toss away that outfield because it's not doing it for me at all. Now, unfortunately for me, the double-barreled shotgun is the crappiest one. Sure, it's good, it's strong, it's got 2 barrels, but the lever action is faster to reload, and I think the Nova has a similar reload speed. It's just, it doesn't do it for me. We're going to use the shotgun just to test it out. See that puppy fly. There's no deficit to driving off-road, no speed negative, so you can just drive off-road when you need to. Feel free to do so because fuel is precious. Now, this is the best place to set up your base if you have no other preferences. Let me tell you why. There's a fuel tank. You might find a fuel canister. You might find a blowtorch to fix your vehicle. You'll find some construction supplies. That's all great. This thing is so strong, by the way. Even body shots will just KO them. See, that's how strong it is. Though don't forget, it is still a shotgun. I'm not doing hot. I could use some medical supplies, and I could go to Alberton, but that's up to you guys. If you want me to continue playing this, then just tell me. I'll show you Alberton. I'll show you all the places on the map, what's good about them, what's not good about them. I should just drink those colas, because I don't really need them. Also, if you find a double of your gun, just pull out the surplus bullets and then dump it on the floor. Because that way, you'll get everything you need. Oh, look, it's a Colt. I like Colt. Swift ammo is easy to come by. It's easy to reload. You'll probably find... So, yeah, next time, if you want me to, We'll continue this. Otherwise, you've just probably survived your first day. Game's not too hard. If you know to go for headshots, backpedal a bit, find a good weapon. This game is anything but hard. But again, a quick tip before we leave. And this is important. It's really important. When you stop and come back, and it's not on a server, zombies respawn, items respawn. This is really important because you can end up in a city full of zombies and you'll be like, whoopsie snickerdoodles, guess who's not gonna live tonight. So yeah, there could be a next time, there could not be. I personally have no intentions, but hey, if there's interest in it, I might as well, you know? It's a fun game. Never pick up purple. Well, actually, if you have a rock, you can crush berries, but that's something for another time. See ya.